Here yesterday. Here's the lineup, and it's exactly the same for Bruce Bochy. No reason to change it. Corey Seager at 327, second in the American. 327, second in the American League in the regular season. 3 points behind Yandy Diaz. He goes after the second pitch, hits a deep drive to center, and a stumbling attempt by Manuel Margot, and he couldn't catch it. Shy of the 404 mark in straight. Hit on the ground to short. Routine play for Taylor Walls on the outside Tropicana Field. The Rays getting ready to bat for the first time. Yandy Diaz to lead off. He'll be followed by Randy Arozarena, who had 2 of their forearm injury. They had him on the IL from late July until early September. Base hit in the right field on the first swing of the day by Diaz. And the pitch, he struck him out.
And today.
He hits a double play ball to short. Seager to Simeon. That's as easy as it gets. 3 years, $40 million to Eflin in the offseason. Hard ground ball and a base hit into right field. So Texas has its second.
Tax him.
Hit hard and a great stop by Diaz. He caught it in the air, and it's a double play. Pitching, and they did. With Eovaldi, he throws strike 3 on the outside. Line drive, base hit into right field, hit hard by Margot, who's been in a long. Swing and a miss at a pitch down and away. Meade strikes out.
Bats against Eflin coming in career.
Little looping fly ball down the left field line. A diving attempt by Arozarena, and he couldn't get it. And Young is into second with a leadoff double. He had a terrific major league career. And there's ball 4.
Every single game.
It's a ground ball down to third. That could easily be 2. And it is 5-4-3. Actually walks Seager. The pitch to Robbie Grossman. Top wall shading the middle, almost behind the bag. Swing and a miss. And he struck him out.
You don't even get to the ballpark early.
Swing and a miss.
They're both starting today in these huge playoff games.
There's a long fly ball to left, way back, and gone. First home run of this series for either team. Adolis Garcia with a bomb way back into the left field seats. And the Rangers lead 1-0, 416 feet.
Well, this team really took off offensively when Young and Garcia came off the injured list.
That's a pretty significant number, nonetheless. Line drive, base hit. First pitch swinging, Leody Taveras. Second infield for Young. The runner takes off, and the pitch is dropped by Pinto. Don't think he was going to have a chance. Season 3-2 pitch, a little pop-up, long run for Lowe. He can run hard, and he doesn't get it. And a run will score. Taveras has scored. On his way to third is Young, and he is safe as the ball gets away from Paredes, and he was probably. The runner was at first base instead of second if he doesn't even try to dive for that. There's a drive to right off the bat of Evan Carter, and what a postseason he is having. The 21-year-old rookie with a 2-run homer. And it is 4-0 Texas.
21 years old. He's batted 6 times in this series. He's reached base each time, 4 times.
Ball history. Swing. Plate appearances. There's a ringing line drive and a base hit into center field for Randy Arozarena. Swing and a miss at that off speed.
And it's also Tony La Russa's birthday today.
Linked in the Rangers. They just showed that off last inning.
Ground ball off the glove of the second baseman Meade, and Seager is safe. Position play. Ground ball not hit very hard, but that's going to get through into center field for Robbie Grossman. And on to third goes Seager. And some boos starting to come down from the for more. The infield for the most part in. Line to third and caught.
It's backed away.
He hits a high chopper. It's going to bring in another run. The only play for Eflin is at first. Seager in to make it 5-0. The 1-1 is hit in the air in center. Margot has room shy of the warning track. Curtis Mead.
It's catcher's interference.
I think they're calling catcher's interference. 7 earned runs, including a grand slam to J.P. Crawford. Double play ball to second. Simeon, Seager, low.
By himself.
There's strike 3. There's a line drive to left off the bat of Josh Young. And it gets stuck in the padding. And it'll be a double. So Young, hitless yesterday, has...
Cloud.
What happens in some teams.
There's a shot toward the gap in left center. That's going to bring home another run. Simeon's first hit of this series is a double. And Texas leads 6-0. And there's a drive to right field. That will one-hop the wall. Seager's on his way to second as Simeon crosses the plate. It's another double for Seager. His second of the ball game, third of the series. In the bullpen, Poche's given up 2 runs in the inning. There's a little lob. That could be a problem for Diaz. Nice play. He wins both. Guardians. 32 straight postseason innings. Home run in the 4th off Zach Eflin. He waves at a pitch outside. Little looper, and that's in for a hit. So the fence. That's well hit by Heim. Sending Margot to the warning.
You're absolutely right.
Bob Uecker is here. Little Bob Uecker seats. Macaulay's too young to remember that reference. Tremendously sad passing. One of the great pitchers in Red Sox history. There's a base hit in the left by Josh Lowe. P of that series that the Pirates not lost. That game 7 off the glove of Young and out in the left center field. Paredes is aboard. Now the 2-2 pitch. Line drive to left, but a base hit. They're going to send the runner low. The throw to the plate not in time. And they narrowly avoid the longest scoreless streak in postseason history.
Right here.
And Caminero hits it very high to left. It's going to stay in the ballpark. And it is caught by Carter.
His staff have done an amazing job.
And Carter looking like he thought he was hit by a pitch. The Rays rather wanted. 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball, check swing, strike 3, said the third base.
T-ball team for getting him back into the majors because after coaching.
Out into his locker to celebrate the walk-off homer off Nolan Ryan. And in the locker, they had a 6.
And
they're going to move on here.
Created by a line drive by Harold Ramirez and a base hit. In the air and left, retreating Carter back onto the warning track, reaching for the wall. He had plenty of
Mounded up, and then eventually they couldn't overcome.
There's a looping line drive, fair ball, all the way to the corner at the 3:15 marker. Ramirez trots into third, and it's a double for Paredes. And they're 2 men in scoring position, 1 out of the 9th. Swing and a miss. He chased it terrible, but he's ready to celebrate with his team. Strike 3. Fastball at the knees, a borderline pitch. Goes the Rangers' way, and they go on to the 2nd round to take on Baltimore in the ALDS starting on Saturday. They win a playoff round for the first time in 12 years. And a total team effort that sends...
Josh, first of all, that was a pretty tame celebration for you guys. Not a whole lot of jumping on the field. Why was that?
Yeah, we're not done yet. You know, we won this series. It's a big win for us and the franchise, but we got more we want to accomplish.
This is your first career postseason series, and today going 3 for 4, all 3 of those hits, extra base hits. What in the world got into you today?
I don't know, but hopefully I can keep that going. Got some good pitches to hit. Had some balls fall. Kind of went my way today, and I'm just going to try to keep that going.
Now, your pitchers in this series, Jordan Montgomery and Nathan Eovaldi, I mean, they were dominant. Just 1 run allowed between the 2 of them. What was the most impressive thing that you saw from both of them this series?
I mean, even when they had traffic, they were pitching, you know, the crud out of the baseball. Hats off to both of those guys. Evo's earned runs on me, I feel like. But, I mean, he came back and limited the damage, and both of them did a heck of a job.
And now it's on to Baltimore. You guys are a streaky team. You know, when you've been winning games, it's been 8 games. It's been 6 games in a row during the regular season. Why is this team so dangerous when it gets hot?
I guess hitting is contagious. When balls start falling, everyone kind of gets juiced up, and it just kind of, you know, 1 through 9 in the order anyone can get going at any time and start that rally. It's pretty cool.
Thank you very much, Josh. On to Baltimore for you guys. Back to you guys upstairs.